Oh, it's on. Okay. Hi, everyone. I am here in my little meditation room in my home. Oh, hang on. Let's see. That's my Kuan Yin. Hang on. Usually don't allow phones in my meditation room, but that's the only way I could really get this video on. So I'm gonna light my candle behind Kuan Yin. I got her in Bali. She's very, very special. She was, I went to the Kuan Yin temple with my special Bali group, and I was told by Kuan Yin, got a message while I was in the temple and a visual of while we were praying that I was to find a Kuan Yin statue before I left Bali, that she was there. I would know the one when I found it, that it would be peach and green. And I looked everywhere, and my dear soul buddy, Robert, was with me. And we looked every store, every little hut, everywhere we went through Ubud. Even I had him looking for this peach and green Kuan Yin statue. And we found one, and I had no more US money. I had no more rupees. I had no more Bali money for this really sweet lady that was selling the wooden, kind of rustic, kind of touristy statues. But it was literally like preschool pink and green paint, almost like finger paint on it. But I was like, oh, there's a peach and green one, because we couldn't find any of them that were peach and green. So I was like, oh, I'll come back tomorrow and I will buy. So she put it aside, probably put it right back out, because I'm sure she hears that so many times a day that people are going to come back for something. But I had every intention to come back and buy it the next morning. Now, mind you, I had to take a taxi from where I was in the jungle, which was about 40-minute ride to come back and get that. But I was determined it was the only one that was peach and green, and that was what was told to me in my meditation and what I saw, peach and green. And then Robert and I were in a store that had no indication that it was for statues. It was a textile store where they wove their own fabric, and it was gorgeous, and they had all these beautiful, beautiful tapestries and placemats and different things that were all hand woven with this beautiful heritage history behind it. And Robert and I just loved the store. And he goes in the back room down these stairs while I'm looking at these weavings on the wall. Comes back, says, look at what I found. He says, can you believe it? It's a Kuan Yin statue, and it's made out of really fine wood. And the detail, it's a piece of art. It's a beautiful, exquisite piece of art. Look at her. I know the lighting's really dim, but she is done so beautifully. So I fell in love with this statue instantly. And he's like, look, it's peach, beautiful peach lotus flowers. And she's this beautiful green. She's peach and green. And she's got little Buddha on her head. Oh my gosh. So yeah, she came home with me. She actually, I got a tattoo while I was in Bali. She came to the tattoo parlor with me. I went by myself and got my tattoo. That's a Balinese Sanskrit word for love, like universal love, love the world. And it's a little Balinese Om. He looks like a little warrior. Yeah. So that was inspired by that beautiful lotus that's on the back. Well, they're kind of all around, but on the back of my beautiful Kuan Yin, there's a beautiful one there. So that is what they, at the tattoo parlor, which they did a beautiful job, they put it on me. And then there was like 6 Balinese men that spoke no English, just the one that was working with me. They came over to me while I was still, I got done with the tattoo. It took about an hour. I don't know. I think I was in there an hour with them working on that. And it's a painful spot. They all came over and they were talking, and I'm like, what are they asking? What are they saying? And there's like 5 of them standing around me, and they're looking at me like, they want to know if that hurt, because you know, look like you know hurt. You just took that like you were meditating or asleep. Just so did it hurt? They want to know. And I said, oh yeah, it hurt. But I just chilled out. I just zoned out. You know, it's not a hurt that's gonna hurt me. It's just a discomfort for good reason. So that's the story, a little bit of a long-winded story about me and my Balinese tattoo and me and my Kuan Yin. She's gorgeous. Very, very special. Hi, Robert. Remember? You remember. I know you remember. You were with me, man. Look at that. She's just beautiful. So my Kuan Yin sits right. I've got this little light down here, the candle, and she sits right there. Yep. So we have rose quartz skull. Beautiful rose quartz skull. In my meditation room. And beautiful chunk of amethyst. Ooh, let's see if you can see that piece. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Just such a good feeling from this piece. And then, let's see what we have. I have a salt rock bowl that has seashells in it. So we get that energy from the sea and nature. We have lots of crystals. I love skulls. This is, I think it's just an agate. And then, let's see, I have a little altar. It's got my rose energy, which is the highest megahertz frequency of any flower. This was my father's little candlestick. Antique. Actually, it was a base for a vase, I think. I had a little glass flower vase in it, and so I turned it into a candlestick. Yeah. Cool, huh? And then, very special amethyst crystal ball. That was a gift many years ago. I have all my little skulls. Honors the ancestors. Oh, you can see if you can see this. I know it's sharing a lot, but that little thing on the top of this Buddha Any of you that have been to Bali for the Bali Bliss Breakthrough and went to you know where, out where it's got the big Buddha head in the jungle, you know where. Well, this little face was on here in my shower, my outdoor shower at my villa. Found this little, I call him the jungle Buddha face, because there's a little man in the that maintains the where we went out in the jungle, the Buddha temple. So this reminds me of the little man, right? And it's a rock I found in my shower, because the whole shower bottom is a bunch of rocks. And my little jungle Buddha man's face was on one of those, so I had to bring that home. So he sits on top of the Buddha, because this looks like the Buddha temple. So it has a lot of meaning and energy for me, very good energy. These tapestries from India were from my yoga studio. I've got a few of those in here. The lighting, I apologize because it's dark because I'm in a meditation room. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, I've got my, you know what? This room, it's not very big. I've got my little, it's just big enough for me to sit in here. And it's got my meditation chair that sits very low to the ground. It was a water softener room downstairs on the ground level of our home. And we took the tanks out because we don't have a saltwater. It was for a saltwater aquarium tank that's upstairs in the house that the previous owners had. A huge saltwater aquarium built into the wall, and all the tanks and softeners and all were in this room. So we took those out and put them on the opposite side of this wall, which is still very much protected by a balcony. It's the underneath of a balcony outside. And I painted it. We did the floors. Let's see. Put the ceramic wood look tiles down. My son Joe installed that. Put the screen, the Asian screen in here with the lamp behind it. Put up my tapestries. Yeah, pretty cool. And it's my little meditation room. So not even my dog is allowed to come in here. He can peek his nose in to check on me, but this is my spot. My sweet husband will poke his head in, but that's about it. He knows don't come in here because it's like sacred space. What else? And I don't wear shoes in here. I never bring a phone in here, but it's the only way I could really get this filmed is if I brought my phone in, so I wanted to share it with you all. It's really important to meditate. Take some time out and some quiet away from distractions, away from the world, away from your daily routine, your daily grind, your daily stress, thoughts in your head, getting home from work with crazy traffic, bills, all that worldly stuff that we got going around in here. You got to decompress and let that go. You got to clear it out. You got to give your mind, your computer up here, a break. And there's no rocket science to it. It's just being able to stand yourself for 10 to 20 minutes, maybe or more if you start to like it and get used to it and it feels good. But every day, just sit in quiet somewhere that makes you feel good. That's why they say, build a little altar, a shrine that has things that have a lot of meaning for you, things that make you feel good. things that bring you up, good memories, little symbols of times that were very important to you, spiritual to you, that made a difference in your life. And whatever your representation is of the divine, the creator of all that is, by whatever name you call that greater energy. This is my room. This is where I come to just decompress, to breathe, and to just let it go and have just some clearing time, just to be able to just breathe. Get in touch with me, my inner me. Yeah. Get in touch with my creator. See what messages, what information, what I feel when I leave here is just Zen. You've got to take the time. You can't take the time and be in a rush. You can't say, oh, I'm going to take 5 minutes and oh gosh, all this mind chatter bullshit going on in your head. Oh God, looking at your watch. No watches. When you're meditating, don't bring your phone. Don't bring a watch. Don't do it. No time urgency. It's not an emergency. Just take a few minutes for you. Yes, you are allowed. You deserve it. You are deserving. Yeah, it matters. Turn it off. What do you hear right now? It's pretty quiet. I'm in a place in my home that's, unless they turn the TV that's upstairs on in the TV room and turn it really loud, I'm gonna feel that. But generally, when I'm in here, you don't hear anything. It's so peaceful and so quiet. So find a nice quiet space. If you don't have a water softener room like I do, this is probably 4 by 3.5 inch closet. So hey, turn part of your closet into a little nook to be able to just sit on the floor on a pillow and have it nice and not too bright. Have your candlelight or your little your little faux candle in there with your malas or your crystals. Just doesn't have to be anything fancy, but just do it for yourself. Sending you all love, much love, and I will be back very, very soon. I'm gonna do my meditation now, and I'm gonna meditate for all of you and all of us. God bless. Mwah. Blessings and love to you, and strong healing energy for all of you and your loved ones to get through this time. Just stay healthy, stay safe, keep your immune system up. I'll be doing more videos. Let's stick together, send each other love and support. Love you. Bye for now.